The May 2012 Glass Games was the third such event of its kind. However, this time, the games aren't as much a competition as they are a group collaboration.
We gotta figure out how far your boat goes.
Working together to achieve an ultimate goal.
The 8 out of the 10 winners that made it to this show are all linking their projects together to create one big kinetic energy sculpture.
The giant Rube Goldberg contraption.
2, 1.
Right here. Oh, we're already going down here? Oh! 2! That's 2! The hardest thing with kinetic sculpture is to make it simple enough. Because when you conceptualize it, you think you know how it's going to work, and it makes perfect sense. But then when you're actually manifesting it in the physical world, there's all these challenges. A little bit of friction here and here and here and here adds up where it's not functioning.
Oh! There it goes.
Oh!
It's supposed to be fun, and you smile.
Whew, a lot of trial and error, and a lot of frustration, but it was because of minor, small things that we thought we had, and then bam, that fourth time it wouldn't work for whatever crazy reasons.
Some parts are mechanical, some are hydraulic, some are chemical. I think there's even an auditory component. And then we're linking them together here to make one big display. It's going to start back there, it's going to end up over here.
And at the end of it all, it's going to light a pipe.
So because this is a pipe show, it's going to end up lighting the giant pipe that Ham made that's over there.
I think it's pretty nearly to scale of the most common, cheapest little blue spoon that you could buy.
So how's this all supposed to work? Although I may be a little inaccurate, I'm told it goes something like this. Fondoo's going to drop a marble on this track. The marble will roll down and trigger this teeter-totter, which will pop that balloon. When the balloon pops, another teeter-totter will swing and pop another balloon. It'll pull this cord, which will start that sound machine, and then it will trigger this counterweight, which will pull this string, which will trigger an oil spill, spinning the little paddle down underneath here, which will wind a string that will pull the Coast Guard boat into the lake. When the Coast Guard boat goes into the lake, it will pull another string, dropping a counterweight, bringing us over to another teeter-totter that'll pull a third string, dropping this bucket of sand into this hourglass type thing, which will trigger a counterweight, which will set off another marble to roll down a track, fall into this little bucket. The bucket's weight will then pull another string, which will release this pokey thing that pokes a diaphragm, allowing for more oil to fill, which will release a string, pulling another teeter-totter, releasing another teeter-totter, which will allow another marble to roll down a track, triggering a couple more marbles, triggering a couple more marbles, turning this lever to release 2 more marbles down a series of other tracks, triggering 1 more bucket full of sand, filling another bucket attached to a counterweight, which will then pull a string, triggering the next series of events, which involves a ton more cables, a couple beakers of water, and a bunch of tubes, eventually releasing these parachute guys one after another to shoot across the sky. That will create a reaction that'll pop this balloon. When the balloon pops, it will trigger a switch, a light switch that turns on a Jacob's ladder as an electric spark that moves up and pops another balloon, releasing some gas, creating a giant bang noise, which will drop this Patron bottle onto that whoopee cushion, releasing several marbles that will land onto a track. It will pull a lever at the bottom that drops that glass weight onto that balloon, which fills up another balloon with nitrous. When that balloon fills up, it pulls yet another string. Moving on to Ham's contribution, which is a series of marbles falling into a funnel, only to spill over a beaker of water that will create a series, filling beaker after beaker after beaker after beaker after beaker with water. Each beaker, by the way, a separate color. Once it finishes going through Ham's piece, this lit candle will move underneath that string. That string will eventually break, which will trigger this lighter, which will pull a cap and drop some antacid into a cola, creating a geyser of cola. They call it CHAMPS cola. And once that occurs, a torch is triggered, lighting the green herb inside the little blue spoon. After 3 days of preparations,
Okay, let's wait. Let's see how taut we are.
after 3 days of intense teamwork,
So every single one of us has shit to fix.
Yes.
after 3 days of continuous failures,
Not enough weight.
the crowds had gathered to watch a final attempt to light the little blue spoon.
Everything lined up, and I tell you what, it's been but all's well, ends well.
I'm excited about it.
It's gonna work.
Guess what?
It's gonna work.
Yeah, of course it's gonna work.
Everything always inevitably works.
It will work. They can't be this talented and make it not work. Dreams come true. It's gonna work.
It is definitely gonna work.
Give it a kiss.
This play-by-play brought to you by UST Glass and CHAMPS Trade Shows.
Take number 18,659.
After a big kiss from Ham Brushland, Bondu Dunham takes the marble, puts it on the floor. Marble rolls down the track, triggering balloon after balloon after balloon after sound. Oil spills occurred. Moving on to 3, 4, and 5. There is a bit of a stall. Section number 4. Everybody watches. And hand is triggered to make it all occur. Marble rolls down the track. Marble after marble after marble rolls down the track. The sand is poured. And cheers are heard. It was walked right into you. As we wait for section number 5 to work its way through, waiting for the parachute, waiting for the parachute, waiting for the parachute. Pop of the balloon. There's that parachute, and the pop is heard. Marbles roll down the track, and we're on to Ham Brushland's piece, where we get into chemical mix after mix after mix. The marbles are released. Only one is in the hole.
No, Ham.
Will it make it? Is it enough?
Only one marble fell in.
Might be enough.
One marble is enough. Green liquid pours into one beaker, which pours into another beaker, and another beaker, making pink, making Lester pink. Ants crawl for their lives.
It's on. It said it. It should be on. I didn't set it. Ready to manual it.
And it's over. Pink liquid flows into another beaker, releasing darker fluid, turning to green-blue. Beaker number 1.
Look at the colors.
We're at level 17, which releases beaker number 2. Level 25, which releases beaker number 3. Level 29, which releases beaker number 4. Tops us off, pouring into the final reservoir, filling the last beaker of the evening. When this beaker fills completely, the weight will trigger a release on the weight will trigger a release which will move this candle forward underneath that string. The candle moves. The soda is triggered. The little blue spoon is lit. In the end, with only a little help from human fingers, the Rube Goldberg contraption worked. And the pipe was lit.
I was extremely ecstatic that the piece worked. I was a little surprised about the oxygen propane mix in the
in the pipe at the end, blowing up in our faces. That was quite awesome. But I'm glad we had the human wall going for the crowd.
I was ecstatic just because it finally got triggered. Like, to make it down that far was an accomplishment.
Congratulations!
Glassblowers Flex, Time, Joe Blow, Ham, Shaggy, Stooky, Maddie White, Jeremiah, and Bondu all gathered around for one group photo in celebration of their success. From Atlantic City, I'm Corey Royer for Blue Hair Media.